Welcome back. Trending Topic Tuesdays. Let's talk about it. Haven't did it in a while, so let's talk about the power rankings. I did ESPN power rankings today, the big media, and let's discuss it. Number one, they got Arizona Cardinals. No problem with that. Arizona Cardinals won games without their best two players on offense and maybe one of their best players on defense. And the Cardinals are in their right spot, 10-2. Only team they lost to was the Packers, which is the number 2 team. Can't take any fault from that. But you could argue maybe the Packers should be above them. But with their record, what they have done this year, have no problem with the Cardinals being there. James Conner used to be a Steeler. Glad to see that he's healthy. Glad to see he's playing good football. Like I said, no problem. Let's move on. Number 2, Green Bay Packers. Like I just said, you can even argue that Green Bay should be the number 1 team because they beat the Cardinals. Aaron Rodgers, the only game that they lost that I feel like they wouldn't have lost is the Chiefs, but you can't do ifs here, so they lost it. They needed to find a way to win. But with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, I trust this team against any squad. Aaron Rodgers running the running game for the Green Bay Packers gives Aaron Rodgers time in the pocket, and you give him time with Devontae Adams and those other weapons, he's going to pick you apart. Aaron Rodgers is my MVP right now. I understand Tom Brady is a lot of people's MVP. I don't see it. I think Aaron Rodgers is having a better season. Maybe not with touchdowns and everything, but when you talk about the record and controlling a team like he does, I think right now he's slightly above Tom Brady. Can't argue too much with the numbers. When you say Tom Brady's MVP, I understand that too. And I think Taylor should be in that argument. But with that being said, the Packers in their right spot at number 2. No argument there. Number 3, Buccaneers. Still no problems. ESPN is getting the top 3 right. I think the Buccaneers defense is starting to wake up, and their offense is definitely waking up. And adding Fournette into that passing game is opening it up. And they're really wanting Tom Brady to get the MVP. They're going to throw the ball, I think, these next few games 30, 40 times to show that he still has it and to try to get him this MVP award. And I don't see any way he won't get it. They play the Bills next, and we just saw the Bills. We're going to talk about this, but we just saw the Bills get beat up, literally, with a quarterback throwing the ball only 3 times. That is crazy. And we're going to talk about that in this power rankings, but the Buccaneers are in the right spot. They're starting to hit on all cylinders. They're the champions. Until someone takes them out, that's who they are, and they're starting to play like it. Number 4, New England Patriots. A little high for me, but I understand it. They got the longest win streak going on right now, and they just showed last night that they can adapt to any weather, any time, at any place, and they literally lined up and beat up the Bills. That right there was impressive. I don't care how you feel about it. It was a slow game, but literally Bill Belichick said this team cannot stop the run, and they're not physical. Somebody on some channel said that they didn't trust the Bills all year. I can't think of his name. Let's make it make sense. All I got to say is literally they beat up the Bills last night. I don't have a problem with them being number 14. Nice spot for them, nice win, and they're the top of the AFC right now. So, hey, good job, Bills. Good job, Patriots. And their defense is starting to click on all cylinders like usual. And they don't look for Mac Jones to make miracles. They just tell him, hey, this is the game plan, and that young man goes with it. So I don't have a problem with the Patriots being right here. So let's move on. Number 5. Number 5 is your Chiefs. Here's my first little problem. Now, Chiefs are 8-4 on a win streak, but think about it. Who have they beat in this win streak? Now, their defense has improved, but who have they played against? Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater is a backup. That's where their last game, so let's just go off their last game. That's not an impressive win to me from the Broncos. Now, their defense is waking up, but their offense is going to sleep. So I'm confused on who the Chiefs are and what they're going to be. They don't have a run game, and when they do have a run game going, Andy Reid wants to show off his offense and start throwing the ball 5-6 times in a row. And right now, Mahomes is a walking turnover. He has bad footwork, and it's just feet work. Wow. He has bad footwork, and it's just Not good at all when he turns over the ball. But when you can turn over the ball, you can still beat a team like the Denver Broncos. So I don't really like them in this spot. The next team that's up, I would put above the Chiefs because they actually beat the Chiefs. And we're going to move to that. And that's number 6, the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens is a very solid team. They just got beat by a better team this past Sunday. A tough game, AFC North. We know how those matchups go. But Baltimore beat Chiefs. And I think the Baltimore are hurting now, though. They have lost some DBs. They have lost some players on offense, but we knew that coming in. I think the Baltimore and the Chiefs could switch spots here, but I don't mind if you keep it 5 and 6. Baltimore deserves to be on this list. They're still in the hunt to be the number 1 seed in the AFC, and they're still in the hunt to win the AFC North. And that's the toughest division in football, if you ask me, besides the NFC West. Other than that, this is a great, solid list going on right now. Number 7, Dallas Cowboys. I have a problem. Dallas Cowboys got beat by the Raiders at home. Dallas Cowboys have yet to beat a team from the playoffs last year. Dallas Cowboys has yet to beat a team that we believe is going to be in the playoffs this year. Why are they number 7? I would definitely drop the Dallas Cowboys. Their offense hasn't been impressive lately. Their run game is just hit or miss, one big play. Is it time to sit down Ezekiel Elliott? I do not know. But what I do know is keep going with the game plan of Dak throwing the ball more than you run, and I guarantee you Dallas Cowboys will be out in the first round. I'm willing to bet it. But number 7, I think is a little high. I would drop them. I would drop them under one of the teams that's on here, and we're going to talk about that. But number 7 is where they got them. I can't make the move, but I don't think they should be this high. Number 8, Buffalo Bills. Should not be in the top 10. Sorry. Buffalo Bills has showed us that they are not physical. They're not this team that the media hyped up. And this is why I'm getting the attitude, and this is why I'm getting showing some passion about this. The media is a narrative. The media, big media, uses these teams as narratives. They pick the Bills to be this super team at the beginning of the season and just don't want to be wrong and don't want to let it go. I watched Colin Cowherd literally say that today. He was like, I'm not giving up on the Bills. I'm not because I picked them. That's not how you do this business. That's not how you talk about sports. The Buffalo Bills should not be in the top 10. We just watched the Bills get beat with a quarterback that threw 3 times. Literally got beat up and down the field. This ain't the first time. The Colts beat them up. The Jags beat them up. The Titans beat them up. How many times? Oh, and they lost to those first game of the season. The Steelers. How many times do we have to watch the Bills get beat up down the field before we just say they're not this team that the media hyped it up to be? Josh Allen is not that quarterback. Everybody keeps talking about Ben, but that's exactly what Bills are trying to make Josh Allen, the old Ben Roethlisberger, the young gunslinger who can stand up, break off tackles, to run here and there, and sling the ball. Only problem is Josh Allen has no touch. It's 100 miles per hour fastball when he throws it. That's just his game. The Bills should not be on this list. They're on the ESPN list, the big media, because they picked the Bills, but they shouldn't be on this top 10. Number 9. Number 9 should be where number 7 is. The Rams are better than the Dallas Cowboys. The Rams have beat teams that we believe is going to be in the playoffs. One, for example, the Buccaneers. This is where you switch. They are better than the Cowboys. Yes, they went on a losing streak, but they're not losing to teams like the Raiders at home. Just saying. The Rams, I believe, is going to get on a win streak here and show that what that super team, as people like to say, that they're one of the best teams in football, like I've said all year. They just got to get used to this roster. I think they're going to go on a little winning streak like these last 4 or 5 weeks, and we're going to see the true Rams team. Rams is still one of my favorites to make the Super Bowl. Number 10, Tennessee Titans. I believe they should move up. Tennessee Titans without Henry is still running the ball. That defense is still true to form, but I do not trust Tannehill. Now, I wouldn't move him up too far, maybe 1 up this list. Take the Bills off. The Bengals should be in this list. But back to the Titans. The Titans has a solid defense. If they can get Henry back week 16, week 17, get him back healthy, there will be a problem in the playoffs. You do not want to play this physical team. But if not, you can't trust Tannehill. Do not have Tannehill throw the ball 40 times. Switch up this game plan because Tannehill will lose you some games you shouldn't lose at the end of this year. But with this list, I didn't have too many problems. A solid list. Just the Bills, Cowboys are too high, and I think the Rams should move up. Other than that, Power Rankings, Trending Topic Tuesday, we're done with this. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.